What's going on YouTube? Rob again, and today we're going to be taking a look at Mastermind Creations R-05 Fortis. He is the 5th member of the Reformatted series, the 2nd member to be released for the Feral Rex series, and his designation is Mercenary / Ground Assaulter. So this is the headstrong sort of analog from Mastermind Creations. And as you can see, it's very similar packaging to Bovis. And he is the second of the leg bots. You can see right on the back here, it shows him in leg mode, and then various other poses in rhinoceros mode, and with his heavy cannon on his back and carrying and all that fun stuff. So very, very cool. Here he is. It's showing his face here, which is kind of weird because this is not actually the face that is on the figure, but it'll show you over here on the side. This is the face that is actually on the figure, and we can actually take a look by just opening up with Mastermind Creations' lovely packaging. Their nice window, or their nice book sort of packaging, with a cool illustration here, and then Fortis himself. As always, and you know what? I have Bovis, and I play with him all the time. Bovis is like one of my favorite toys in general. But every time I open the window box on this guy, I'm still shocked at just how big these are in person. So very cool. You see the Feral Rex foot and the hands right there, all the weapons and things like that, and then the figure right here. So what I'm going to do is get this guy open, and we're going to take a look at him in hand. So I'll see you in just a moment. Alright, so really quickly here, before I get into the actual review, I just want to show this off really quickly. So he comes packaged with his instruction booklet, of course. He comes with this sweet trading card thing, collector card. Very nice, very visible numbers. I know people had a hard time reading the numbers on Bovis, but very nice, very well done. The comic book / instruction manual, very cool, very nice there. You get an extra butt for Bovis just in case yours has a crack. On the initial release of Bovis, they had a situation where I guess in some cases the screw that goes in right here was just a little bit over tightened at the factory, causing a hairline fracture right here in the kind of bum area. But it wasn't really a problem. Nothing actually would fall apart. You just get a little stress crack there, but they sent out a new butt just in case, so it's always nice to have a spare part there. And of course you get the various big honkin' giant foot and fist, the guns. So very nice looking, very cool. We'll get to those later. This one does have a little bit of overspray on it, but I can probably just get that off with an X-Acto knife, not a big deal. The knives, very cool. Again, we'll get to these later. And then, unlike Bovis, where, especially on my version, I had a lot of trouble. I think I was one of the only ones that had actually the face paint all kind of jacked up. But down here on the knees, they were also scraped up, and the chest was also, the paint was scraped from the packaging. This time they actually went ahead and added this little kind of clear plastic covering for it to kind of protect from that sort of situation. So that should not be an issue anymore. Very nice. Very cool that they added that in. And also they twist-tied him into the back of the packaging, which is also a nice touch. Just to help secure, because the painting on this guy, at least at first glance, just absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. I also heard reports that some people were getting kind of not bad paint necessarily on the face, but just paint that wasn't... The yellow on I believe his head is red plastic, his face is red plastic, and they were having a hard time, I guess, not enough thickness on the paint, not thick enough paint that you were still seeing the red through. But this guy, as you can see, very nice paint on his face. I'm super pleased about that. So I'm gonna mess around with this guy a little bit, and then I'll get to the review. Alright guys, so here we have Mastermind Creations Fortis in his animal or beast mode. And as you can see, he's a very bulky rhinoceros. Not really, you know, realistic proportions, but he is a robotic beast and pretty much built just to destroy things. So I think for that it's pretty good. As you can see, he's got the cannon on his back here. He's got blades on his shoulders, and these, which are his cannons in robot mode, can also duel as like you know, sort of jet engines or something like that. You know, whatever you want. But they are they're versatile like that. So you can even, you know, turn them around and plug them in the other way, and then extend the barrel should you so desire. But I kind of like them like this, as though, you know, he can get a sudden burst of speed as he's ramming into something with these huge blades sticking out of his shoulders. Now, a quick comparison. I'm going to show him off. Here he is with his brother-in-arms, Bovis, and as you can see, they are basically they do share a mold. But there are a few things you can do, like what I've done, to actually make them look different enough. Like as you can see, I have the rear ends the same on both of these guys, but I switched the front ends around, and I'll actually take the top off here. You can see it fits slightly more forward than this one does. So if I take the foot off here, and I'll pull the foot off of Bovis as well. You can see that his back is certainly, he has higher shoulder blades up in front, whereas Bovis has a lower front end. And Bovis's head looks like it's a lot bigger. It's not really bigger, but it is a bit wider due to the horns and just the way his head kind of tapers at the top. So you do get the illusion that his head is in fact a lot smaller, but it's just not the case. But really cool looking. You can change the transformation a few different ways. Normally this side would be on the top. You can even, you know, turn the rear end around should you so desire. I'm not going to do it all the way because you have to move things around up here. You know, you can just swivel the feet around, and you can kind of have them, you know, facing whatever direction you choose. So that's a really nice touch to get just some difference going on there. Another quick comparison we'll do. Here he is with let me just straighten this guy out here. Here he is with his generation counterpart, Headstrong. So you can see there's definitely a lot of very nice similarities, very nice homage going on here. And of course he has the cannon on his back. But yeah, so really cool. He's got some articulation going on here in beast mode. He's got his head you can pull out on this little stalk, and it can kind of move side to side here a little bit. You can put his head down for convenient ramming action, like that. He's got very nice range of motion on the shoulders due to the robot mode. He's got a ball joint at the, I guess, knee, you'd call it, and ball jointed feet as well. That's both front and back. Basically the same articulation in both the front and back. You can lean out and pee on a tree, and that's always fun. Yeah, so a lot of cool stuff going on here. And yeah, very, very nice. Just for the sake of keeping this as short as I can, I'm not going to go too on about the beast mode. So we're going to pause the video here and get this guy into robot mode. Okay, so getting this guy into robot mode is pretty simple. We just want to take off the weapons here, just put them off to the side. Just like so. And then what we're going to do is we are going to start off by just kind of splitting the rear end here. Just like so. We're just going to get these guys out of the way, the back legs. Okay, just like that, and you can pull these bits open and just pull them all down. These pieces will form the knee pads, so you just push those out of the way. There we go. Nice tight ratcheting joints. And then there's these little flappy doos on the side here. They don't do anything. They're just there. They're kind of Mastermind Creations little, I don't know, just the thing that they do. So you can kind of position these however you like, but I'll mess with those later. For now, there's a little piece on the back of the leg that you just want to unpeg and then swing around to the side of the leg, and then just peg it in on the side of the leg like that. Do the same on the other side, and that's just going to kind of fill out the thighs a little bit, fill out the hips just a bit. There you go. Just kind of give them a little bit thicker proportions. Now on the back here, you see his feet are folded up here. You just want to pull them down, twist them, and then just flip them over that panel, close the panel up, and then his foot just goes down like that. Do the same on the other side. Pull it up, and then around and down, and then just clear it. There you go. Just like that. Now to finish off his legs, we're just going to pull these bits up, and you just want to kind of push them down because they're going to go, there's little pegs here and little slots here that you just want to line up, and then everything's just going to go kind of in like that, just kind of lock in. And you'll take the rhino foot, twist it around, and just lock everything into place just like so. It'll just peg right into that. Okay? Come around, do the same on the other side. Flip the foot around, take it all in, and then just kind of line it up and just push it in until it locks into place there. Alright. I'm going to lift the camera a bit here. Alright. So for the arms, you just want to come around here, separate this bit just like so, and then flip the rhinoceros leg up and back, and you want to actually twist this around and then twist the foot around again like so. I'm going to open up the shoulder panel, and then this little bit here, and this little bit doesn't do anything. There's a little slot right here that's going to go into this tab right up here. And then you just kind of press that into place like so, and there you go. And then just flip out the fist. You got it. Alright. On the other side, same deal. I'll pull this out, flip this around, twist the rhino leg, twist the rhino foot. Just make sure it's all lined up, and then just peg it into place. Just slip the hand out, and you've got his arms. And then it's a simple matter of just pull the head down, and if it's stuck, you can open the rhino mouth and just kind of push it down And then there you go. Just like that. And there you have Fortis in robot mode. Okay, so like I said earlier, you can adjust these side like satchels, whatever you want to call them, kind of any way you please. You can, you know, tuck them up along his sides if you want to, like that. You can twist them around the back and just kind of get them out of the way. You know, whatever you like. I'll probably just keep them at the sides just because I kind of like that look, just like ammo pouches or whatever. But he also does come with some weapons, which we've already seen a little bit of. He's got the cannons here that can extend the barrel, and you can. He can't really hold them in his hands so much. Maybe. I guess if you kind of turn his hand to the side, he can hold it, but it looks kind of derpy. But you can plug them in on his forearms, and they look pretty good there, I think. Like that. Just like so. And he also comes with these sweet, serrated, horrible, evil knives that you can stick in his hands here. And it can be a bit scary trying to get these in to his hands the first time. Just be gentle with it. You know, just push them in and then turn them until they snap into place. Make sure you're applying even pressure to the handle as best you can, so that, you know, the handle doesn't break. But you should be able to get it in there. And then after a couple of tries, once or twice, when you get the blade in his hands, it should snap in without too much trouble. This side still wants to be a little bit difficult, unfortunately, but we'll get there. There we go, just like that. And so now here he is, all armed up and ready to kick some butt. Pretty sweet. And we'll just show you his articulation. He can, of course, turn his head all the way around. You can pop his neck up, which kind of gives him a little long neck, but you can have him do the girlfriend, that kind of thing. His arms, of course, rotate all the way around and can actually go up a very nice amount due to the jointing. And then, of course, you get the nice moves there. He's got bicep swivel. He's got a double hinged elbow, which is blocked a little bit by the shoulder armor. But you can still get the bend in the elbow just fine. It just blocks it from going up too far like that. He has a wrist swivel, and his wrist can go in and out a little bit due to transformation. Waist swivel, of course. He's got the universal thigh. He's got a lower thigh swivel. Of course, the very deep knee, as well as a ball joint foot with a hinge in the middle on this little stalk, so you can get quite a bit of range out of it. And you can use this flap, which is nice and stiff, use this flap to kind of support. Like, you push his foot all the way back like that, and you feel it's not going to be supportive, but just flip that little flap back, and even if it wants to, you know, come forward, it'll hit that flap, and that flap will hold it in place. So it's a very nice system they got there, and it looks really nice. And I just think this thing is, see, he's supporting himself just fine, and he's just on his toe there. So it's really cool. Very nice articulation there. We'll do a quick comparison here. Here is Fortis with his brother Bovis. And you can see they're very similar, of course, but they also do a lot to make him very different. Here's a close-up of Bovis's face. Let's see if we can get that to... there we go. Bovis's face. And here's Fortis's face. So you see they have completely different head sculpt. Very nice. Fortis is a much more narrow face. I think. Also, the chest sculpt is completely different on these guys. And I think between that and the color, it really does make them look unique. Like, they look like they're part of a team, but they look like unique characters. And I think that's perfect for what they are, being that they are, you know, indeed part of a team. So there is Bovis. I'll just put him off to the side for the moment. Here he is with his Generation 1 counterpart. So you can get an idea of the update going on here, and I think it's fantastic. And you can even see that the face is very similar, sculpt-wise. This guy's got kind of a derby smile on his face, though, or he has more of a frown. He's really disappointed by whatever's going on. He is also sad that Leo Dux has been delayed. But yeah, very cool. Let's see if I can do another comparison for you guys here. Here he is with a standard sort of deluxe size figure. And for anyone curious, I've gotten a lot of questions about this one. Here he is with a Masterpiece car. So you can kind of get an idea of how tall he is. He's kind of a large end of Voyager sized. So very, very cool. So I'm going to pause the video once again right here, and then we're going to come back and transform this guy into leg mode. Alright, so I'll see you guys in just a moment. Okay, so transforming this guy to leg mode is pretty simple. We're just going to remove his weapons, like so. Come on, weapons. And basically we're going to transform him, at least his lower half, most of the way back to beast mode. So we're going to flip in his hands. Actually, before we do that, I'll show you real quick. He can, in fact, hold his cannon weapon, or he can hold his foot, I should say, the Predaking foot, Feral Rex foot, as a cannon. Like so. You just kind of work his hands around to the sides here. Just peg that in to his fists, and he can indeed hold that and support it. And it looks better if you can hold it a little higher and then kind of support it with his leg, like so. So you can get that kind of like mobile sort of mortar fire, artillery, crazy giant cannon thing. But what you want to do for leg mode is just clip this, or unclip that from the side, and just pull this out. This is Feral Rex's hand, so he does come with this as well. But I can't really do anything with this right now, so we'll just have him wave at you. Hi everybody. And you just want to put this off to the side for a moment, like so. And we're going to go ahead and flip these toward the front, and then turn his waist around here. Just turn around at the waist. Keep these out. These are now backwards, and we're going to flip open the feet just like we did before, or just the reverse of what we did before. We're going to kind of transform him back, his lower half. Alright, so like that. We're going to make sure the legs are back like so. And then we're just going to flip these legs up and in, like yeah. Okay. There we go. Just like that. Close his legs up at the back. Flip his feet down and peg them on. And then flip his kneecaps or his knee guards in, and we're just going to leave the beast legs just like so. Okay, and we have his top half. We're going to flip up his robot head and flip his animal head down, and there's a little groove right in there where the little chin bit is going to plug right in like that. So now you can have this rock steady looking guy right here, but what we want to do is flip his fists in, and like so. We're going to unpeg his animal legs like that. Flip them around. Just gonna fold them up, basically back to beast mode, and hopefully I can line it all up. There we go. Peg that. Everything's very nice and tight. Very nice black wash, by the way, on these little vents and things on his arms. I forgot to point that out earlier, but then what we're going to do is we're going to pull his arms out to the back, like so. Like so. Alright? And we're going to flip these bits down, and that's going to show off his combination port, which we're going to just flip up like so. Okay? Then with that done, we want to take these pegs right here and plug them into the holes on the top of the foot, just like that. Same deal on this side. Actually, we don't want to plug that in just yet. Nope, nope, nope. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves. I did this same exact thing last time too. And we want to pull this bit up on the combiner foot, twist this around, okay? Just make sure it goes up in there. Just sandwich it between the two halves of the legs. Once it's all in there, it can take a little bit of finessing. There we go. That's got it. We'll just close it up around that, and there's the foot on a nice ball joint. Okay. Then we're going to take these bits, plug them into the robot feet. Alright. Take the animal legs, plug them back in. And this can be tricky to just line this up correctly, but... Ow. Yeah, close enough. Right, right. Try it on the other side. There we go. Yeah, see, I know what I'm doing sometimes. There we go. Okay. Flip these bits up like so. Plug it back in because I knocked it out. Twist the legs around, flip the feet up. Twist this bit around, and then you're going to clip the two shoulder halves of the robot together. Flip the beast legs around, and then the top ports on the beast feet are going to plug into these large tabs right here, just like so. You guys may laugh. This is not easy to do on camera, let me tell you. Alright, and there you have the leg of Feral Rex. And here is the other leg of Feral Rex. They are the same height, despite this one looking taller. It's just an illusion because this one has the horns, so it does end up looking a bit taller. But they really are the same height. Now, just to give you an idea, we'll kind of spread these apart a little ways like so. And we're just going to stick Prowl right in the middle here. So, Feral Rex is going to be large. He's going to be very large and awesome. I am so excited. I cannot wait. And just for reference, we'll go ahead and I guess put this guy into his foot mode as well. Sure, why not, right? If I can remember how to do this. I think it's like this. Yep. And then this bit goes down. This bit slides forward. And there you go. Oh, actually, this is pretty big, considering it's almost the same size. However, yeah, it's going to be completely different, I assure you. So, yeah, there is Headstrong in leg mode, and Fortis and Bovis. Really, really awesome. I gotta say, out of the two, I still think Bovis is better overall. I mean, this guy's joints are nice and tighter, and they've definitely taken care of some tolerance issues and things like that that were, you know, not even a problem, just noticeable in Bovis. However, I think just aesthetically and just overall, I think I prefer Bovis. But I think it also is a small fact of, you know, you've got kind of a retooling coming out right after this guy, whereas, you know, Leo Ducks and the others were kind of pushed back. So I think that does take away some of the excitement of this guy. However, I'm still really happy to have him in hand, and I'm really, really looking forward to completing this beast. So I cannot recommend these guys, both of them, highly enough. I think they're excellent figures, some of the best figures, period, that I've handled this year, and I'm really excited to see the rest come out next year. So definitely very cool, very highly recommended. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, but really good stuff. So that's going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I've got some more Transformers coming along real soon, hopefully. And yeah, in the meantime, thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.